Thank you so much for joining me. So to begin, please find a quiet space and a comfortable position where you can go on a healing inner journey. And when you're ready, let your eyes drift closed and take a cleansing deep breath. And let tension and stress release on your exhale. I want you to pull the energy of Hermione into your space. She is holding a wand and pointing it about 2 feet away from your head. She smiles at you sweetly. She mutters a quiet spell, and a thin light streams out of the end of her wand. The spell she is muttering is erasing all negative energy that's circling anywhere physically within you or in your aura. The light connects at your third eye and remains there as you feel a warming sensation filling every part of your body. It feels like you are being filled up with a warm liquid, erasing all negative and draining energy. Simply relax and breathe as Hermione's spell works its way through you. Hermione's energy disappears, and you are transported all the way to the Dursley household. Only this time, it's completely empty. There is no furniture in sight. You are standing in the hallway. You cannot help but feel drawn to the cupboard under the stairs. You open the door, and it is also completely bare. It feels good to close the door and permanently walk away from any places that you felt stuck. You turn around to the sound of the front door opening and see Hagrid, Harry, Ron, Hermione, Tonks, Professor Lupin, Mundungus, Kingsley, Bill, Fleur, Professor Moody, Arthur Weasley, Fred and George enter. It is quite crowded in the empty living room. Professor Moody greets the room and tells you that you all have a special project to complete together. You will all drink the polyjuice potion and each become copies of you. Each of them will radiate positive parts of yourself that you have forgotten and would like to remember. You watch as Harry, Hermione, Ron, Fleur, Fred, George, Mundungus and Tonks all drink the potion and turn into you. Hagrid tells you it is time to take a ride on his motorbike. You all leave the Dursley house, and the copies of you and the others board their brooms and take off into the sky. Hagrid helps you into the sidecar, and you put on the helmet. It is incredibly cozy, snuggled in next to Hagrid. You watch as you see everyone flying through the clouds. You feel the clouds brush past your skin. It has a fresh, cold touch. Enjoy this ride. Hagrid comes into land at the Weasleys' interesting-looking cottage. Everyone else has already landed in the field and dismounted. The 8 copies of you stand around in front of you, exuding a calming, comforting energy. They each point their wand at you, and a light comes out of the end of them. The lights then join together and come to rest on your heart center. It is an impressive, deep, warming energy. As they hold the light to you, they slowly begin to change back into themselves. After a few moments, they are back to normal. And the light disappears from their wands. Harry smiles and walks over to you. He tells you that the parts of you that you feel have been missing or forgotten about have been returned to you. Allow yourself to embrace all of your goodness. Remember and focus on how truly wonderful you are, and not get bombarded with or sidetracked by any negative overthinking or second guessing of yourself. Take a nice deep breath. Just then, the Minister for Magic appears outside the cottage. Harry, Ron, and Hermione tell you that there is something you need. They lead you into the living room, and you all take a seat on the sofa. The Minister for Magic tells you that Dumbledore has left you 3 tools to take with you. He takes out the first one and hands it to you. You study it, and he explains what it is. He then takes out a second tool and hands it to you. You study this one and listen to its explanation. The Minister for Magic then hands you your final tool and explains this object to you. You then put all of the tools in your pocket, and magically they fit perfectly, ready for whenever they are required. You thank the Minister for Magic for your new tools, and he disappears in a flash. Ron asks if you hear that music. Just then, you hear some music and laughter coming from outside. A beautiful wedding is in full swing. Everybody's on the dance floor. They are enjoying the rhythm of the music and getting lost in their own worlds. You see Luna and her dad dancing around like magical elves. Hermione, Harry and Ron pull you onto the dance floor as you giggle and let yourselves go. Mrs. Weasley tells Hermione that it is time for you all to go, and with that, Hermione takes your hands, and the four of you apparate to a beautiful clearing in a forest. Hermione tells you that she has a special bag with her. It is enchanted to provide you with anything you need. She instructs Harry and Ron to pull out the green tent for you all to rest in. You help them as they do so with effortless ease. The three of them then put it up, using only their wands, in a matter of seconds. As you walk through the tent door, on the inside the tent looks big enough to have a huge party. Ron lights the lamps. It's very calming in here. Hermione tells you that it is time for you to ask for something from the bag, that you must request an item that could be very useful to you right now, that after this meditation you could go and seek it out from your house, that you didn't even realize this item could bring you so much comfort during your day-to-day stress. You ask the bag and lift the item out. You place this item carefully in the tent to keep it safe until you find it when you wake from this meditation. Harry then informs you that it is time for you all to go explore. They magically put the tent back into the little bag. You begin to stroll merrily and purposefully on together. As you walk together, you notice everything changes around you. Over short periods of time, you're walking through the forest. And now you are walking through a whimsical open field. You are now walking along the beach with the sound of waves lightly crashing on the shore next to you. You are now walking through a magnificent mountain lake. Finally, the four of you decide to settle on the top of the most beautiful limestone rocks set high up, looking down at the valleys and fields below. They go on for miles and miles. You sit on the rocks and enjoy the most incredibly perfect sunset in front of you. Harry, Ron and Hermione put their hands on your shoulders and you all apparate to the center of a snowy forest. You can see your breath each time you exhale, but you feel completely warm. The frost does not make you shiver. As you walk slowly, you hear the crunch of the snowy floor below your feet. Ron then stops you as a ball of glowing light appears from over a small hill and through the trees about 20 feet in front of you. It gets closer and closer to you until its light reflects off of each of your faces. The ball of light slowly morphs itself into a gorgeous deer. It is magical and enticing. It looks at you in a proud stance and turns around to lead you in the other direction. You all know that you must follow it. Take your time. You are walking with your friends and enjoying this journey. The young doe then stops just over a very small frozen pool of water. It returns itself back into a ball of light. It then gets small enough that it completely vanishes. The four of you step to the side of the body of water. You and Harry step onto the ice and hold hands. You then both jump up and down as hard as you can to break the ice. A perfect round piece of ice opens up as you remain comfortably stood on the ice around it. You can now see directly into the water. Glistening at the bottom of the forest pool is the Godric of Gryffindor sword in all its glory. You keep hold of Harry's hand as you lay on the ice. You put your arm in the water and pull it up. He helps you up, and you both join Hermione and Ron. As you step off of the ice and onto the forest floor, you find that both you and the sword are bone dry. Magic. As you hold the sword proudly, the sun sparkles through the trees. Hermione then tells you to watch out and be careful. As coming towards you through the trees is an illusion that you have created that has no truth to it, that you've been telling yourself and convincing yourself is true. It is surrounded by black smoke. You find yourself intoxicated by it. Harry, Ron and Hermione all tell you not to listen to it, that it is a lie you have been telling yourself because your ego is trying to make sense of something. If you are experiencing low self-esteem or jealousy, heartbreak or betrayal, the illusion and black smoke come closer to you. And when you can, you stab it in the center of its mass with the powerful sword and let out a therapeutic scream either in your head or out loud. The illusion has gone. You can now let go of this lie you're telling yourself and move on. Let go and move on. Let go and move on. Your friends each pat you on the back and congratulate you for facing your illusions. Hermione then tells you that she has one more place to take you. You all apparate to a beautiful, pleasant, calming beach with the longest and widest stretch of sand you've ever seen. The sea is so calm. A light breeze is blowing. The rustle of the high grass echoes behind you. On the beach, waiting for you, is Dobby, Luna, and Mr. Ollivander. They greet you with a smile. You all take a seat on the sand, and everyone covers their feet in sand, grounding you down. connecting you to your root as you all smile and giggle. Enjoy. You can perfectly feel the cold texture of the sand on your skin. You feel so connected down to the ground. So loved. There's no judgment, no fear, just love. You take a nice deep breath and say thank you to everyone for their guidance and healing. Harry tells you that they are here anytime you need to go on an inner journey. You thank him and say goodbye. Take another deep, soothing inhale. And on your exhale, slowly return yourself back into the time and space you are in now. Into the room in which you lay or sit. Into your physical body. Becoming aware of any sounds and smells within the room. Your heartbeat, your breath. Let's put some energy back into your fingers and toes, give them a wriggle. And bring your hands over your heart center so you can physically feel your heartbeat. And we'll take a nice deep breath together, a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, open your eyes and smile. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this meditation, please like and subscribe and check out our channel for more videos just like this. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. Be well.